This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Charles Martin here in Las Vegas. Charles, it's good to see you. Last time I saw you, it was the announcement press conference for Crawford Madrimov, so a lot of time has passed since then. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How about yourself? You good?
I'm very good, thank you. You seem to be in great spirits as well. Look, talk to me. What's going on?
I'm just, just with my knowledge, man, just studying and catching up in life. A lot of things I didn't know. I was real ignorant because of my lack of knowledge, and the more books I read and the more, things that I get into studying, I leave with that. I leave with that knowledge. So I'm just a more humble person. I understand life a little better. I used to be a real angry type of person. All that stuff comes with, just not knowing, man, honestly.
Charles, in terms of your career, a question was asked at the Canelo Crawford press conference earlier towards the top table and towards Ivan Doichko and Jermaine Franklin. Do they feel like American boxing heavyweights will start to kind of come into their own now? Because certainly across Europe, it's been a bit more of a dominant scene. All the titles are over in Europe. For yourself and your career, and the reason why I asked that, do you see yourself looking to get fights with those guys over in Europe, whether it be from the UK where I'm from or others across the European continent?
I really, just the UK. I don't really think about going any other places in Europe, but mainly just UK because I'm more familiar with the UK.
Who in particular are you looking at?
Oh man, you guys got a bunch of great heavyweights, so I would love to get in the ring with any of them, and get that blessing, man. Because, hey, all it takes is one punch. Heavyweight division, all it takes is one punch, put you back on the map. You know what I mean? A spectacular knockout, put you right back.
I'm going to throw a few names out there for you then, just thinking of the UK heavyweights. The number one name that's kind of on the tip of people's tongues and right there on everybody's lips is Moses Itauma. Hasn't put a foot wrong so far. A lot of people apparently turning down a fight with him. It's been difficult to matchmake him because of that. Would you entertain a fight with Moses Itauma?
Absolutely. He's a dangerous southpaw like myself. You know what I mean? He's young. He's what's the word I'm looking for? Flexible. You know what I mean? That's what give him that power and that speed. I see it. I see what he does. You know what I mean? I see how he gets down. He's a bad mug. You know what I mean? A bad mug. So that's definitely a challenge that I'm up for. You know what I mean? I'm a veteran. I'm a crafty veteran, and I look forward to something like that, man. That's big. That's real big.
He made light work of his fight with Dillian Whyte, and now he's looking towards what's next for him. What did you take away from the Dillian performance, and how many holes can you currently see in Moses' game?
Right now, yeah, with that performance in particular, that he showed no chinks in the armor. You know what I mean? He did exactly what he was supposed to do with that guy.
What would give you the confidence that you could defeat Moses Itauma against the odds?
Young. You know what I mean? The young cub to the lion. Sometimes the lion has to kill the cub. You know what I mean? Even his own.
Away from Moses, like I said, there's a number of heavyweights. Somebody who's going to continue his career, whether people want him to or not, is another question. Joyce. Joyce, somebody you'd be interested in?
Absolutely. Me and Joyce sparred a couple of times, you know what I mean, over here in the States. Even in Big Bear, we was kind of like sparring partners, like real life sparring partners out here for a while, man. So I'm real familiar with Joyce. I wouldn't mind fighting him, but I don't think he would take a fight with me. I actually was feeling some kind of way one day on the internet and kind of hit him up and talk some crap, in his DM, and he pretty much avoided me though. He doesn't want to fight me. I know he don't.
What can you tell me about that sparring? What do you recollect about it?
I don't really want to see. I don't like playing the villain, but at the same time, he never paid me. He needed me, and then he, I pay everybody. If you check my track record, Charles Martin's camps, people in my camps, they got nothing but good words to say about me. You know what I mean? I always do everybody right. You know what I mean? I'm never unfair. So when these guys asked me to spar with them right after me having a fight with Jared Anderson, you know what I mean? And really, I don't do that because I let myself heal. They wanted me, they needed me, and I was willing to help him because he needed me, literally. And they just didn't pay me. You know what I mean? So the last couple sessions before I stopped sparring with him, I beat the shit out of him. You know what I mean? Like, literally, he couldn't even hit me. You know what I mean? So because it's a different thing with him, though, he's kind of you know, I know people know I don't like saying that stuff, but you know,
It's personal now.
yes. Oh no, I don't hold grudges or anything like that. But you know, it was just a spare of the moment type of, oh, you don't want to pay me, I'm gonna take it out on Joe, because Joe essentially was the guy that could have just paid me, but he didn't. Instead, you know, so yeah, I had to give him a little butt kicking.
Away from the UK heavyweights, are you surprised that maybe a Jared Anderson rematch hasn't been explored? Because obviously he's looking for his next fight. There's been a lot of question marks after the Bacoli loss. I know he came back and he had about one performance, but he left even more questions after that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fight me. I already asked him. See, a lot, you know, the things that go on behind closed doors, man. Yeah, you know, I fought him on 7 days' notice. You know, I didn't get no sparring in there. I don't like making excuses, but it's just facts. It's just some shit that happened. You know, they know that I was a replacement, you know, late replacement. So he doesn't want to rematch with me. He knows what I'll do to him. I almost knocked him out twice in that fight.
I was going to say, a fully charged up and a Charles Martin who's had a full camp. Where would you say that you belong in this heavyweight division?
I belong at the top because honestly, I don't like even tooting my own horn and bragging about myself, but man, I'm a late bloomer. You know, even the people in my era right now, I'm 38 years old, I'm 39 years old. They can't kick my ass. They won't beat me. I'm sorry to say that, they won't beat me.
Obviously, one fight I'm interested to get your thoughts on is one between Fabio Wardley and Joseph Parker. I just want to get your take on that fight, Charles.
That's going to be a great fight. I can't wait to see that. You know, somebody's got to take an L, but that's going to be a great-ass fight, man.
Do you have a favourite going into it?
Huh?
Do you have a favourite going into the fight? Who do you think's edging that?
I want to say Wardley, man. I want to say Wardley. He got a punch, man. One thing about it, you know, he can be getting beat up the whole fight and then land something and it be over. So, you know, and plus I want to fight him. So, yeah, I want to win.
If Fabio comes through, you want Fabio next?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Charles, I'll leave a final word to yourself. Is there anything you want to leave on, anything you want to say to your chance now? Call out anybody, let the fans know, you take it away.
I'll be over there at the Rotunda in Liverpool training, so you guys will be able to, I can show up to places and you get more Charles Martin. I love you fans out there in the UK, man. Y'all fans are like no other fans. You know, I don't get that kind of love even here in America where I'm from. So I love you guys, and I'll be training over there at the Rotunda, you know, with David Price. It's going to be amazing, guys.
Is that your new training camp now in Rotunda, or is that just a...
We're going to be going, yeah, because Paul is from there. He's from Liverpool, so he knows the whole place. He's going to set me up real nice. He got a niece over there that has a home for us to stay in and do the camp there, so everything's all worked out. We just got to get some fights, man. That's all.
Is that a case of you're going to train with the guys at the Rotunda, or are you going to take your training team over with you?
Yeah, no, we're going to be there. That's going to be like our base at the gym over there, but we'll get guys from all over, probably Manchester and London, you know, because he knows other guys that has gyms that has heavyweights. So, yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Charles, listen, I look forward to seeing you back over in the UK. I'm up at the Rotunda quite often, so I'm sure I'll see you there. Thank you for speaking to me in Boxing News.
Hey, man, thank you for having me, man.